Good morning, friends. In the last period, we have discussed about simple present tense. That means we actually had discussed about the tenses. So first type of present tense, that is the simple present tense, that actually we have discussed in the last lecture. Now in this lecture, I am going to concentrate on the type, or we can say type, that is continuous present tense. We are dealing with the present tense. That's why the second type, it is continuous present tense, chalu vartaman kal, we can say in Marathi. Okay, continuous present tense, the activities is going on, the activity is in continuous, or the activity is in progress. Okay, now you can understand, or you just remember what actually you have learned in your school days, or we can say for in the 10th standard, like that. But after that we have no practice. That's why such kind of problems, or such kind of, we can say, different things happen, that we can't understand what actually, or how we have to speak. If you want to speak in present tense, then what kind of construction, what kind of what words we have to, our vocabulary problems are also there, tenses problems are there, and the construction problems are there. That's why it get very difficult for the students to speak or write in a correct manner, or speak in a correct manner, or even what actually you are reading, suppose in English material or English, you can't understand it very well, or we can say the meaning of that particular sentence in that paragraph or that story, and that's why it get very difficult for students to write descriptive answers in examination. Generally what happen, our total evaluation is writing, 100 marks writing, 100 marks evaluation is only writing medium, that is writing, written communication. Okay, and what about the speaking, what about the oral communication? There are no oral examinations in our university syllabus from FYBA to MA, or we can say even we can say just like some in some English medium schools or some convent schools, there is a routine practice of speaking. That's why students get bold, and they can express themselves in English, because each and every subject is in English, and that's why they have a lot of vocabulary with them, and it get very easy for them to speak in English. But what about the same English schools, or the Marathi schools, or even our colleges like that? Students are generally from Marathi medium, and that's why they can't express themselves even in Marathi, because there is again another thing is that two things are, we can say, that is, first is the I can say औपचारिक and अनौपचारिक, आपण त्यांना मराठीत म्हणतो औपचारिक आणि अनौपचारिक. That is what we can say for that in English, formal and informal. So informality or informal is very simple, that we just sit in with our friends and just chat, or just speak on different subjects in a very informal way, or informal behavior. That is again very easy. But in case of formal behavior, even if I ask any student to just come here and just speak or just introduce himself or herself in English or in Marathi even on the stage, then it get very difficult for him or her, because it has no practice, or he has no practice of speaking even in Marathi. So it's a formal thing. Okay, basically we are dealing with the tenses and the present tense, that is the second type, that is continuous present tense, the activities in going on. So if we just explain it in a grammatical way, the construction is, suppose I will take the example, I am writing a letter, or I am going to college. I am going to college, that is continuous tense. Okay, I am going to college, I am writing a letter, I am eating a mango, we can say like that. Or I am reading a book, I am speaking about Mahatma Gandhi, I am talking about Indian Constitution. So one thing is there, for verb you have to add ing. Okay, ing form is there, you must have to add ing for verb, to verb we can say, that is writing, like that. So basically all we have studied it in the 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard. But again I just want to tell you, it get very difficult for the students to communicate in English, to write in a correct manner, English language in a correct manner, or to speak English in a correct manner. So again, the same kind of thing is there. Tense construction and vocabulary. You must have to practice to speak in English. Otherwise, it gets very difficult for the students that they can't communicate or they can't write a proper or they can't speak properly with the person before him or her. So we are dealing with the continuous present tense. So these are the examples of continuous present tense. This, I am reading a story, I am reading a book, I am playing a cricket, I am playing a football, I am swimming in the swimming tank, or we can say. So you have to add ing to the verb. Okay, suppose I am writing a letter. That sentence is there. What actually the meaning of the sentence in Marathi? Who will tell me what is actually the meaning of the sentence in Marathi? I am writing a letter. मी पत्र लिहित आहे. Now see the difference. I write a letter, that is simple present tense, and I am writing a letter, that is मी पत्र लिहित आहे. मी पत्र लिहितो, मी पत्र लिहित आहे. I write a letter, I am writing a letter. So this is a somewhat big difference, and you must have to understand all these things. Otherwise, in a daily routine or daily manner, even as we speak in a Marathi in a very proper manner in tenses, okay, in informal way, we can say about taking into consideration the correct way, correct use of the tenses, construction, and the vocabulary. We knew the Marathi is our mother tongue. That's why it is very easy for us to communicate with anybody in Marathi, you can say, and the Marathi speakers. But what is that ing form and the proper construction, proper vocabulary, and the proper tense is very important in that manner. Okay, so as I told you that these four skills of communication, as we see in the last period, that is reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So if you want to write in a correct manner, English or any foreign language than our mother tongue, if you want to speak, or if you want to write, if you want to understand, if you want to learn, then these things are important. So friends, your tomorrow's exercise is that you must have to write at least 50 sentences of continuous present tense. You have to refer anything, any grammar book, or we can say any vocabulary dictionary, all these things, but you must have to write 50 sentences of continuous present tense. Okay, thank you very much.